What's up? What's up? Hey guys, how are you today? It's your girl Cindy Infinity here. Let me give it a couple minutes, let some people get in here. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Thursday, Friday Eve, if that means anything to anybody. Just gonna see who pops in real quick. Just let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know in the chat or shoot me a thumbs up if you can, please. And thank you. I appreciate it. So just bear with me one second here, guys. Just let everybody come in. I hope everybody's having a good day. I don't know about you guys, where you're all at, what part of the country you're in. I'm in the Northeast, and we're having like a massive heat wave here, which is, it's a heat wave, but it's like what we should have expected in August, but it didn't happen until now. Hey, Karen. Oh my gosh. Hi, love. Thanks for coming. All right. I'm actually going to cam up today, I think, for a minute. How are you feeling, Karen? You've been on my mind. I love all the jewelry that you sent to Janelle. So gorgeous, of course. Hey, Bama. How are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. Good to see you. You know, guys, I don't know if you all believe in like the phases of the moon and how it affects us on Earth here and Mercury being in retrograde. But I got to tell you, like, I don't know if it's this time around, whether it was because of that blue moon, and I don't know all the ins and outs of it. But do you feel like this shift or this energy in the Earth, like even today? I don't know. It's like a weird, I can't explain it. Like everybody else is out of sorts except for me today. You know what I mean? Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you're here, Karen. Please. Gina, hi, sweetheart. How are you? Oh, sunflowers. I love sunflowers. My favorite flower. Oh, so glad to see all you guys. This makes me so happy. Hold on. I'm doing something on my phone here while I'm talking to you guys, while I'm letting everybody come in. So, like, you ever feel like you're totally okay, but like everybody else around you is just so not? I had to come live. I got like about an hour, and then I got to start dinner because even though we're having this major heat wave with over 110 heat index, you know, the kids are, I have 3 boys that are playing football, and so they're still going to practice somewhat, but they're like pushing practices out until like 8 o'clock at night, which is fine. You know, I'm just like, oh my God. Yes, right? You feel like that? Okay. All right. I'm glad it's not just me. I think everybody is like cuckoo crazy except for me. I mean, it must be everybody else, right? I mean, it has to be. Right? There's no other reason for it other than that. Here, let me count real quick. Say hi. Hi, guys. Hi. Figured I came up for a second here. I'm just reading the chat here, guys. Yes, how is Gracie? We always, that's like our first thought is how is everybody doing? But more importantly, how are people doing that are needing our thoughts and our prayers and our well wishes? We're having a few issues, so we're heading back to Memphis in a few. Okay. Oh, okay. Janelle, what's up, love? How are you? Janelle, I was going to email you, I don't know, yesterday or whatever, because I want to get with you. I want to talk to you, you know, collaborate a little bit. Oh my gosh, Gina, thank you. My hair. So guys, like literally. So can I tell you guys what I do all summer with my hair? Like, so this is the first time I've had it down probably in like 3 months. So this is like my best friend in the summer. Hair clip, right? I have like ridiculously thick hair, and it's a constant struggle. So this is what I do all summer. I go like this. That's what I do all summer with that one clip. Sometimes I put a little, you know, scarf around it or whatever. And then, you know, at the end of the summer, I take it down and, and I'm like, oh my God, it like grew like a weed. I need another haircut. So anyways, that's it. Thank you. But thank you guys. Thank you, Karen. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I have no children home right now. They might be home in about an hour. They went down the street to one of the grandparents' houses to say hello. So, I'm just reading the chat here, guys. Oh, you got your daughter. Yes, that's right. That's awesome. Is she, now this is not the school that she originally wanted to go to or was kind of like iffy about? Yeah, getting one thing off the list, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, so her first day is tomorrow. That's great. That's amazing. Yeah, don't overwhelm yourself. You know what I mean? Because like I know you've had so much on your plate lately. And some people might think, oh, it's not too much. You know, you're a mother and go to work, and you know, but you're doing your house, and you have your daughter now, and you have a new job. You know, so just take it in stride and take deep breaths and ask for help when you need help, because I think that that's like one of the best things that you probably could do. You know what I mean? You know, you don't want to overwhelm yourself, especially at this point of with everything going on with your own self. You know, you're in a good place. So I think that that's, you know, if I, you know, as a mom of 4 boys, 2 of which are teenagers now, by the way. 2 are teenagers. You can believe that. Oh my gosh, what? Wait a minute. Hi, old head. How are you? Seriously, your birthday's today? Oh my gosh, happy birthday. This is amazing. Happy birthday, honey. That's awesome. That's so great. Oh, are you doing anything special? If you guys don't know my friend, well, he's had multiple names. His name to me is Old Head because that's his name. Right, Old Head? That's 22 Ronan. He's a lot of fun. He's a good supporter. That's awesome. Aw. Yay. We got to celebrate. I'll light a candle for you. That's so nice. Oh my gosh. I'm just reading through this, guys. Yeah, so well, my days start out early. Now that the kids are back in school, like I'm up early every day. And it's like once you get up early, like even if you come home again, you know, after you drop them off, like I just got to keep it moving. Like I got to keep going. You know what I mean? So the days that I have my kids, like I have my kids. And then the days that I don't, I'm working, you know? So like I actually have a wedding party coming in tomorrow at the salon. And I've been saying this and I want to start doing this in the fall. And you guys tell me what you think too. I want to start doing lives from the salon, but I don't like to do them there when it's busier. Like there's days where I'm there and it's like just me and my clients. You just never know. Like this time of year is like everything's all up and down. Like clients are coming back in. I have clients flying in from Florida actually to come get their hair done tomorrow. So I'm going to be busy with them, and they've got to get out by a certain time because they're in a wedding, for family. But I want to start doing hair lives, and I want to start doing like question and answer sessions, and maybe some like product giveaways, because I think that it's important, like everybody has questions, like stupid questions, and whatnot. So I want to start doing that for everybody, for men and for women, because I do both hair. So, oh, that's good. I know, right? It's like you just want to just chill, right? I know. What kind of food are you going to get tonight? I'm sure it's something good. If you don't have to cook, it's probably something good. I cook a lot. So if I get to go out for dinner, I'm like, oh, that's amazing. It's so good. Tia's home. What's up? How are you? Thanks for coming. You need hair help, Emma? I told you we could do a private like Skype call if you want to. Yes. Oh yeah, Janelle. I know you were dyeing your hair not that long ago. Just like simple things, you know what I mean? Karen, you can just come here and I'll do your hair. It's fine. It's not a big deal. We'll just get it done. You want to cut all yours off, Emma? You think? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes people do that, Wait, who's saying it's a God thing? What? I say that all the time. Well, my godmother says that to me, and then I say that. Like, it's a God thing. Like, if it was just something that happened in the universe, like, it's just a God thing. But the crazies are out there, you guys. Like, they're so out there. I listened to this podcast. I'm going to link his channel in my description after my live stream. But he, so he's a preacher. But he, takes the context of, certain parts of the Bible and interprets it into, everyday life, of what we're all going through in life. Or just how, the human psyche, it's no different than it was, 500 years ago or whatever, you know what I mean? And I'm particular about who I listen to, when it comes to that kind of stuff too. I grew up in church, but I feel like it has a meaning and a purpose to all of us in our own way, wherever we can find faith and hope and a place of comfort, you know what I mean? I think that it's important. And I was listening to this guy, his Preacher Mark is his name, and he did I believe God puts things in our path at certain times. There's no coincidences. Everything is very much on purpose. Everything is kind of set forth for us. You could have gone at a fork in the road. You could have gone right or left. And whichever way you chose to go, that path is now set for how things are going to go, And so people say, oh, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. No, you were in the right place at the right time for maybe the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny, when people say things like that, but I think that we can take tidbits of things that we listen to, and whether it's religious or spiritual, or just even from our elders, you know what I mean? People that have kind of been through stuff in life, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It was the right place at the right time. I was having a good day. Then I had a little bit of a dip in my day. People are just crazy. They're just crazy. It's just personal stuff. You know what I mean? It's not anything I want to get into, but it's crazy. Hey, what's up, Centura? How are you? Welcome. How you doing? Your dude, hang on. I'm going to go back here real quick. I get a little ADD. My hair dude went up 25 on my haircut and highlights. Well, I don't know what he was charging you to begin with. That's a tough jump. If they just went up to $25 more, that's a tough one, especially if you're going like more on the regular, you know. Everything is, all of us are incurring the costs, you know what I mean? Like our rent's going up, electricity's going up, products went up. And honestly, I really didn't pass those costs on to my clients because I'm like, I'd rather them just keep coming in consistently and rather them just pay what they've been used to paying at the times that they come in, because I'd rather have them come in every 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, rather than, oh my God, I'm getting hit with this big bill. Now I'm not coming in for 3 months. They come back in 3 months and it's like a whole project hair I got to do all over again. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know, like my client that moved to Florida. I've been doing her hair, her mother's hair. Oh God, I don't know, 15 years or something. And she moved down. She's younger, you know, she's a younger girl. She moved down to Florida because with the virus, everybody can just kind of do their jobs from home. So she doesn't have to live in Connecticut. She can be wherever, you know, she wants to be because she can work virtually. And so she went down there and like we had gotten her hair. This is a girl that I had to make. She's got very dark hair, like a level 2, like a really dark brown hair. And I got her to like this platinum blonde color, gorgeous, put extensions in it. Oh my God, it looked amazing. But keeping the hair integrity intact, you know what I mean? So she's not having a lot of breakage. So she's not, you know, with her regrowth, like I'm not, when I do her roots, it's not overlapping because that's what makes your hair break off a lot of times. And she went down to Florida and I messed up her hair so bad. And she came home, she texted me and she was in a panic. And she's like, she took a flight home just for me to take a look to start fixing it again for her. So now she's coming back from Florida just so I can, I mean, she's coming for a family wedding and everything, but it's just crazy how people just don't know things, you know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know, it makes the profession look so dumb or uneducated, you know what I mean? And I hate that, but I don't know. I'm glad that she's coming back. It just stinks that I gotta fix her hair again. So, oh, thank you, Centura. Wait. Oh my God. Shut up. Hi. How are you, Barn? What's going on? I'm sorry. I'm just like catching up in the chat here. What's going on? How's the family? How are the kids? Did they all go back to school? Oh my gosh. It's so good to see you. You guys, this is my friend Barn. He has his own channel. Does some really cool stuff, you know, super, super, super awesome guy. Literally was like a day one with me, like when I first started going live, and helped me with my first StreamYard because I had no idea what I was doing. And he walked me through it. So anyways, let me see here. Oh, Janelle, I'm glad you came in. No, drive. You don't have to, just keep listening because, you know, this is all good. All good. The angled bobs. Yes. The triangular where it's shorter in the back, longer in the front, and it's kind of stacked in the back. Those are awesome. That's like one of my specialties. I do a lot of people like that. In fact, my mother, who's in her 70s, I do her hair super blonde on top. And then underneath, I do it darker because she's got really thin hair. So it makes it like pop. You know what I mean? It kind of like gradually fades into the darker. So it makes it look like it has so much more volume to it. It kind of hides, you know, as people get older, you know, they feel like they see their scalp and they are always trying to move their hair and do different things. You know, but it looks so cute on her. And if you have thick hair or curly hair, you can work with it too, because you can kind of like, you know, do it curly in the back. There's so many like fun things that you can do. Do I have any mods in here? I don't have any mods. I'm going to drop. Yes, I'm going to drop. I'll drop his link. But yeah, like, so I think that what I'm going to start doing, guys, I'm going to start going live from the salon. It's hard to plan it, but like on Tuesdays, it's typically quieter. This past Tuesday, it was like Grand Central Station. I don't know what happened. It was like, I think that Tuesday on this past week just threw me off. Like people were just in, and like there were people working that aren't normally there, which is okay. I've gotten to a point in my career where I'm like, I don't need a lot of people around. Like I love when my clients come in, like it's a nice personal, intimate time with them. Like we do a lot of different things, you know, between their hair, their eyelashes, you know, waxing, all kinds of stuff like that, you know? So it's just, it's more of an intimate time where we just kind of get to hang out and catch up, because everybody that is a client of mine has become family of mine over the years. So it's like, it's fun. It's good. It's a good time, and it's good for them. You know what I mean? Hey, Nat, how are you? Welcome in. So good to see you. I know I'm doing an impromptu Thirsty Thursday live with my cup of tea here. My son, one of my son's numbers. But yeah, we're definitely going to start doing some lives. Like I got to just try to figure it out. I was thinking of even maybe going in on a day or having clients come, but it's hard because like people work. But I was thinking of doing it on a Monday when we're not really like open, you know what I mean? And going in and doing some lives from there, you know, when I go in to do like inventory and things like that. So we'll have to figure it out. We'll kind of play around with it and see. Hey, Honda. How are you, honey? Good to see you. Aw, I miss you. I know, it's like I feel like I've been like absent in some ways on this YouTube world. Yeah, and I bartended too at one time in my life as well. So we're like therapists. We like know everything about everybody. They just want to sit down and they start talking, and that's it. And that's so fun. You know, I mean, it's nice that somebody entrusts you, you know, they sit down for you to do their hair, and then they're like this about their life and this about their kids and this about this. And you're like, okay. And it's funny because like people will come in and they come back the next time, and I remember everything that they told me. They're like, how do you remember what? I'm like, I don't know. I just do, you know? Thanks, Centura. Honda is, so Karen, Honda is, wait, hang on, where is she? I art you. I miss you too. It's Honda. It's her alter ego channel, right? Right, Honda? Everybody changed their names. I'm like, Barn changed his name. Honda changed her name. I didn't change my name. Ugh. I didn't change my name. I could change my name. Could. Honda. So yeah, I was listening to this guy today, this preacher. All right, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Like, so open-ended question. Ready? Who or what in your life do you define as family? How do you define family? Let me ask you this. How do you define family? What is family to you guys? Right? I'm going to give you guys a second. Yeah, the kids are all back in school except Honda. Well, you know, we're having a heat wave here. Two of the kids, one set of twins goes to one school, one set of twins goes to another school. One of the schools doesn't have air conditioning in every single classroom, so they've had early dismissal the past couple of days because it's just ridiculously hot. The others are fine because they're in a total air conditioned area. So, but yeah, that's what we're kind of dealing with right now. So that's okay. We have football practice, but not till 8:00 tonight. I'm like, I'm not trying to stay out that late. I don't think I could go out that late for dinner at this point in my life. You know what I mean? Right. Okay. So Centura, you said family is not just blood. Family is what you make it. Okay. Right. Very true. Very true. What else do you guys think about family? How do you define family? I'm going to let you guys tell me, and then I'm going to tell you what I think and how it coincided with this podcast I listened to today. Because it's like they took the words that were in my brain that I couldn't like verbalize, you know what I mean? And they said it. And I was like, yes, that's exactly what was in my head, but I couldn't like get it from here to like say, you know what I mean? Yeah, Honda, you guys are hot there too. Are all the kids back in school? I'm sure they are. Okay, so Karen says, a group of individuals, either related or otherwise, whom choose to be together. Okay. Honda says, family is there through thick and thin, and they don't need to be blood related. Okay, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. I keep them coming. Everybody, listen, whatever you say is your opinion. It's like, this is totally not like, you know, we don't discriminate here, and we don't pick on anybody, you know. I just, you know, I'm just curious to know what you guys think. All right, bear with me 1 second, guys. I'm right here, guys. Hold on. I'm just grabbing one thing. All right. Yeah, right. That is. Yep. Gina says, family has my back and I have their back, not always bio. Okay. Right. Okay. Honda, hold down the chat for me for 1 second. There's a delivery guy at the front of my house, and I don't want my dogs to go nuts. They're sleeping in the bedroom. So bear with me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I think the coast is clear. Okay, so the little dog, the dogs. She is. You want to say hello? You've been sleeping a lot today. Do you want to say hello? Want to say hi? You guys want to say hi to one of my doggies? No, say hi. Say hi. Say hi. That's my Lola girl. I think this heat's putting them to sleep, guys. I'm telling you. The other one's still in there. She's like, wait a minute. I thought I heard something. Was that somebody with a Cookie? You're over the heat, Honda? I love it when it's warm. I love being out in the sun. I do. I have to say. I mean, we have the beach here. It's amazing. But I agree. It's a little much. Yeah, you're ready for winter, Bama? Oh. Well, I think my heat index, I got in my car the other day, Honda. My temperature in the car, which reads the outside, not the inside, said 104. It was like 12:30 in the afternoon. I love summer, fall, and winter. I hate spring. Like spring, I could like go anywhere else. Like I could go someplace with like 10 feet of snow, or I could go to like the tropics, but I hate spring. It's bad hair weather. You never know what type of dress. It's always raining. I'm like, no, I'm all set. I'm all set. Seriously, we need a pool. I know. Okay. I'm just catching up in, old head. Okay. Old head, you didn't answer my question. I'm going to call you out. What do you think family is? What is your definition of family? I want to know what old head's definition of family. Old head is a twin, right? Old head, you're a twin. And then I have 2 sets of twins. Food for fact for fun. Okay. I know it is. And Honda, get this. So my truck, I had some work done to it back in like the spring. And when I went to go, because sometimes I need to like charge up the air conditioning in it. I charged it, I went, I got the Freon, had the mechanic throw it in. Next day, doesn't work. It was like $60 at like AutoZone. I call my mechanic. I'm like, this worked yesterday. Why is it not working today? He's like, you gotta, somewhere in the line, you've got like a hole or a cut or something like that. And I'm like, okay. So literally, I mean, we have we have a few vehicles. All summer, my truck hasn't had air conditioning. And like, I'm like, and I got through, mostly we took the air conditioning vehicle when we had to go someplace, but like, we've got the 4 kids and we both have 3-row SUVs. It's ridiculous. So now I'm driving this around because my boyfriend's back to work and going in every day. He works for the school system. So, he's in medical with the school system. So he's got all of his medical equipment like in the trunk of his car. Obviously has to be air conditioned. So like now I'm driving mine around and I'm like, I've got towels, wipe the sweat off. Well, it's not Freon, Karen. It's something that you buy that's like Freon at the at like AutoZone. So like if you have to charge it up, it's like a kit. So like if you don't have one with like the nozzle, it's like pumping up air for a tire. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, Honda, my truck is black with black leather and black and like I run hot sometimes as it is anyways. Yeah. So we get out early in the morning and I do what I got to do. And then I'm like, okay, like it is what it is. It's just not, Yeah. So it's like a kit that you buy. And my mechanic used to always have like a big tank of it at his shop. And I just used to show up. They're friends of mine. And I'd be like, can you like every once in a while, like when the air conditioning wasn't blowing as cold as it should for the truck, I would just show up and he'd be like, yeah, now they made this requirement for mechanics to like have to dispose of it properly. He's like, Sin, it's not worth my time. He goes, but you can go buy it at the place. And I said, but like, I'm so short and my truck is so big that I would need like, I don't even know what kind of a ladder just to get into the hood to do it. And I'm like, so I showed up at his shop. He's like, wait a minute. I told you how to YouTube this. I said, no, you're going to do it. Cause I can't even get in there. I'm like, I bought the thing, So, oh my gosh. Oh girl, I'm telling you, it's like a mindset thing. Like I got to get myself ready for like when I'm going to be going somewhere. And it's not, I'm always just going back and forth to get to school, back and forth to work, back and forth to the store. Like I'm not back and forth to my parents. My parents is, 40 minutes. So that's it's a little bit much, with the humidity and everything like that. Okay. So back to the whole family thing. I don't want to get off track here real quick. The heat is just grotesque, but it's okay. So my reason for asking this is because I feel like my definition of family is, again, it coincides with a lot of yours. It's not about blood all the time. Okay. It's not about blood all the time. It's about the people that you surround yourself with, that you create memories with, that you have maybe holidays and birthdays with. Okay. my my upbringing was my parents are still married, 51 plus years married, raised us kids, in this, still in the same house that they bought 1 year after they were married. Holidays consisted of, a lot of family, like blood family, you know what I mean? But we had a lot of external close friends of my parents that we called aunt and uncle. Okay. And it was that, number one, that they've been close to these people since they were kids, basically. Number two, my parents were godparents to some of their kids, vice versa, that kind of thing. We, out of respect, would always call them auntie and uncle, because we just didn't call them by first names because it was a respect thing, So that's how I grew up. So it was always about, for me, it's like the more the merrier, if I can open this is my home and this is where my family is. So family to me is not always externally what's on the outside. It's what's here on the inside. So like I have what you would consider a blended family. Some people don't like that term. I was married at one time and I have my twins. My boyfriend was married at one time. He has his twins. The twins are 14 months apart. They are my boys. That's what I say all the time. They're not his boys, my boys. No, they're my boys because I am a mother to them. They have a mother, and she's a part of their life, but I am that step in parent when she's not around or when, you know what I mean? Like I hate step kids. I hate step parent. But I have a lot of family that, moved away and I didn't grow up around them, but they moved to other areas of the country, was very close with them, went and visited them all the time. But they had to have this nucleus of a family that was consuming of friends and church people and because they didn't have any other like blood family near them. You know what I mean? But this to me, like my home, whether I'm ever married again or not, it doesn't matter to me. My home is my sanctuary. My home is where everybody needs to come and feel comfortable, have a place of refuge, be able to kick back and relax, that there's no dark cloud looming over here. There's no negative energy. And it's a place for all of my loved ones to be able to come and celebrate or just chill out or whatever the case is. Like I said, my boys are my boys. I don't ever distinguish, one set of twins versus the other, because to me, why would you do that? I mean, they were brought into my life for a reason. I was brought into their life for a reason. There is purpose for that. Sorry, guys. Throat's a little scratchy today. But, yeah, right, Karen? Yeah, it's what's in your heart. Honda, you agree? Yeah. So hold on one second, guys. Guys, just give me 1 second here. I'm just responding to a family text message, so just bear with me 1 second. You guys hold it down. You guys are good. Hold it down 1 second for me. Okay. Sorry. I had to like read this and respond real quick. Okay. Yeah, am I right about my home? Like this is so okay. The other thing too, and this is going to be topic for like another live to come because I've got stuff up here. A lot of us are in like either come from or are existing in like what we consider like blended family situations. Like maybe not all of your kids are by the guy you're with or the girl you're with or things of that nature, right? You guys get what I'm saying. It's interesting how families one family can think one way and another family can think another way. And I'm learning through this podcast I was listening to that it doesn't matter which way other families think. When you come into this house, this domain, this is Queen Cindy, okay? Like this is my sanctuary. You walk through that door, you respect the rules of this house and the fact that this is family here, okay? It doesn't matter if we're blood or not. It doesn't matter if there's kids that come from different places, and when I say kids, like, I mean, I have my friends' kids that come here because they know that they can send their kids here and everybody just has a good time and they're looked after and they're well fed and they're loved. And, they might be a single mother that's working a little bit more and I might be home. And so, their child is like a cousin or a brother to my kids because they've grown up together. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's my family, So don't look at somebody sideways. If you're going to walk through this door, you're going to respect what this environment is here, right? It's like, what do you do when that's not respected? You're the adult. Your man's the adult. And you have your children. And you are good parents, And then somebody else has a certain level of thinking. They get a little, the brain damage kicks in their head. Right? Then where do you go with that? You want, like, I was raised to be a very respectful person, to always respect my elders, people of authority. Yeah, right. Corrected ASAP. Well, yeah, I listened, like I said, I listened to this amazing, preacher. He is a preacher, he is a minister, but he takes scripture or verses in the Bible and like he interprets that into everyday life. I mean, and it was like incredible to listen to the correlation between what was written then and what happens in people. He talks about this thing, and I'm going to, the murderous spirit. Now, not literally, but, figuratively, however you want to interpret it. The murderous spirit of somebody that is really controlled by like the devil and the demonic and Satan. And I'm like listening to this and I'm going, oh my God. Like this just rings true with even just some of the stuff going on in the world nowadays. And I don't know. It was just like the right place, the right time, like where everybody was just, not everybody, me, I was online and I was listening and I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like the way that it's interpreted, the way that it's said, it's not preachy. It's not, other than really taking it full circle and explaining it how from start to end, it plays a part, in our lives nowadays. Or how it can be interpreted to what's going on even nowadays, because, you've got good people in this world and then you've got other people that are, lurking and they're hiding like a sheep, right? But I'm curious to know, like, again, you have to keep your domain, whether it's a room or a trailer or a car or your office or your entire house, you got to keep that shit like under control, right? You got to keep it under control. Because I don't know, it's it can get out of control. And when somebody else starts to take over that, look out, man. I'm telling you, look out. It's no bueno. It's not good. Not at all. But, I guess we can only do so much. But it's not about always just doing what's good. It's about being smart about it and learning to recognize certain things. And I think that that's what I took away from this today was that, recognizing and your definition is your definition. It's exactly what you want it to be. Somebody else doesn't have to be on board with that. They don't have to be. You know what I mean? They just have to respect you and what your boundaries are, what your home is, those types of things. You know what I mean? And that's all there is to it. There's nothing else to it. Oh, Karen, right? I know. Oh, no. Like, I need to go get new sage. I need to go get some Palo Santo wood. And if you guys, you got to smudge everything. And you got to do it religiously, like in terms of like every so often. You got to get the bad juju out. I don't want the bad juju in here, It's your home, it's your car, it's your garage, it's your office. It's any place that is your personal space, Yeah, because you don't, once those portals are opened up, forget about it. They can't be closed, in my opinion. Yeah, I know. It's the smell of it sometimes, Karen. I got to wait for this humidity to die down because I cannot turn off the air conditioning right now. But as soon as the humidity dies down, I do it at the salon sometimes too. You know what I mean? My kids are just getting home now. And here are the dogs. Want to say hi?
Hi.
Hey, I'm on a live. I'm just getting off. Want to say hi? The kids will say hi. Here, say hi. Say hi.
What's up?
Now it's time for me to cook dinner. All right. Well, I'm going to leave you guys with that. That's a perfect note for me to end on. We're going to continue this conversation, guys. I think it's really important for us to continue this conversation because it's good. You know what I mean? It's it's just open-ended talk. There's no right or wrong answer. It's what you believe. It's what you think. And I'm open to listening to anybody's suggestions about things too, because not everything is always perfect in this world, but I'm going to make it as perfect as I possibly can. And what I mean by that is as comfortable as I can for myself and for my family and for anybody that's a friend of mine. Because if you're a friend of mine, then you know what? You're family to me. And that's how I consider you, all of my subscribers, I hate to say that, like all of my friends here, all of the friends that I've made over the years on YouTube, you're family to me because we've all walked different parts of life together, shared personal things. And I think that that's important. We shouldn't be afraid to do that because we're going to get trolled or targeted or chastised. You know what I mean? So I think that the most important thing that we can do is just continue to have good, positive conversations, but not the real conversations, and real conversations aren't always the most positive, but that's okay. We have to take bits and pieces of it and look at how we can, look at the positive from things. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I'm going to go make dinner. Thank you all for coming in. Please make sure you hit the like, subscribe. If you're not subscribed to my channel, share. I love you guys a long time. So great to see everybody. Take it easy if it's hot in your area. It's supposed to die down, I think, by this weekend, which is good. So just take it easy, and I will see you guys really, really, really soon. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I love you all. Bye.